Hey everybody, welcome back to Sports Live in the 215. I'm Connor Okuda, here to discuss the Sixers' horrible, disgusting, disheartening, gut-wrenching. There aren't enough words in the freaking English language to describe the utter embarrassment that I feel, and I'm gonna discuss it all with you. And at the end of this, like 15 or so minutes, I'll feel better, and we'll we will all move on with our lives. We'll have peaceful summers of Phillies baseball and Eagles training camp. That hopefully that sounds good to everyone. That sounds good to me. Let's get started. Really, I think this series came down to the Knicks just wanting it more on the offensive and defensive glass, and them kind of needing to play or them forcing the Sixers to play that scrappy style that they're accustomed to playing, and we're just not for whatever reason. Like we're used to having the process drop like 40-45 on dudes' heads every night, and Tyrese Maxey being the second coming of Allen Iverson that I've seen, and the Knicks, they don't rely on star power. They rely on the whole being greater than the sum of its parts. And we lost because our whole was not greater than the sum of our parts. We have guys on star level contracts. Tobias, I'm looking at you, that did not want to see looked like they did not want to touch, hear. They looked like they didn't want to see, touch, or hear, or even hear the word basketball, let alone play or see. I'm so flustered. I can't even get these words out. Hold on, give me 1 second. Looked like they didn't want to see, touch, or even hear the word basketball. There it is. Woohoo! I made a halfway coherent point. Oh my god. Get it on the tracks, Connor. Jeez. But anyway, yeah, and the Knicks, you can tell that their players want to they want to get better. They want to improve. They love it so much. And I'm not saying the Sixers don't have guys on the team that don't want to improve. I'm not trying to suggest that. I'm saying that teams like the Knicks, they have everybody wanting to improve. And when you have everybody on one team that shares one common goal, doesn't worry about their own personal agendas, you're going to win. And the Sixers do not have that right now. Like, we have nice pieces. We have Buddy Hield. We have Nicholas Batum. We have Campaign, who was great off the bench for us, and those guys, along with Embiid and Maxey, plus whatever additions we make in the offseason, which again we need guys that won't be the sexy big name, because we tried that. We tried paying Ben Simmons an exorbitant amount of money, and it didn't work. We tried paying Tobias Harris an exorbitant amount of money. It did not work. Why not put your money into Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and then surrounding them with players that will work tirelessly to improve. That's how you beat a team like the New York Knicks. That's how you beat a team like the Indiana Pacers. Like, just you're probably going to out talent those teams, but you will not out effort them. The Sixers did not match their effort in any way, shape, or form. The Sixers didn't match their effort, with the exception of a few guys. Tobias, Joel, Campaign, Buddy in Game 6. Tobias, Joel, Cameron Payne, Buddy Hield in Game 6, and that may be it, honestly. And when you have 5 players, or 4 or 5 players willing to match the effort of a 12 or 13 man roster, and the rotations obviously get shorter in playoffs, so realistically it's a 7-man rotation. Like we do, and I'm obviously I know Kelly Oubre has that dog in him, that that fire, that gusto, if I could use a term that is a bit outdated. Yeah, we need guys that just have it, and not only do they have it in spades. And that's why I thought the Patrick Beverley signing was such an underrated piece of business by Daryl Morey, Elton Brand, and the front office, because Pat Bev wasn't gonna wow you with his numbers, but he was going to make the right play at the right time. And I'm not saying I blame the Sixers front office for trading him. I'm just saying that I feel someone like a Patrick Beverley would have made sure the New York Knicks didn't push us around. And in Game 6, I saw that fire from Embiid. And I saw his want to. But where is the $150 man, or $150 million man? I'm sorry, like Mr. Crumble Cookie himself, Tobias Harris. Well, he certainly crumbled, shall we say, in this series. He he looked absolutely lost. And maybe he was trying to be, maybe he wanted to be, he low-key wanted to be a New York Knick. Maybe that's why it felt like he was being a double agent this entire series. The fact is, we, as an organization, did not get the return on investment that Elton Brand paid when he signed him to, I believe it might have been 150 or 125. I completely forget which. That contract was a monstrosity. Oh my gosh. I'm just so upset. I'm so angry. I'm confused. Here's something that's not confusing though. It's what the Sixers need to do this offseason. They need to continue to keep those players that are quote unquote on the margins happy. Like they need to make sure they bring them back, because if we do, there's no telling what this team can do with a healthy Joel Embiid, a healthy and continually improving Tyrese Maxey, plus a bunch of guys that just are selfless role players. I believe that team has as good a shot as anybody to win a championship. And you will not convince me otherwise. With that being said, go Sixers.